Crack open the gin because it is World Gin and Tonic Day again. Today is dedicated to drinking gin and tonics, for the second time this year. Not only will tens of thousands of people around the world be celebrating at home with vast quantities of gin, but dozens of bars will be serving up cut-price drinks and some free GTs in places. The day falls on October 19th each year, and while we suspect once again that this is a marketing ploy to make us buy more gin, this is one gimmick where we can all get on board. That's along with the Gin Day on Saturday, June 10th, and the first GT Day on April 9th. Here's how to get free gin. There are 50 free gin and tonics up for grabs at the following bars. All you need to do is say "make mine a Milanese" and they'll pour one out for you. Obviously it'll only work on October 19th. The participating bars are Prince of Peckham, 1 Clayton Road, SE 15 5JA 384 384 Cold Harbor Lane, Brixton SW9 8LF Boma Bridge, 46 Putney High Street, SW 15 1SL Road Reno, 432 to 434 Kingsland Road, E84AA The Old Queen's Head, 44 Essex Road, N18L in Disrepute, 4 Kingley Court, Soho W1B, 5 PW Drink Shop Do, 9 Caledonian Road, King's Cross N1, 9 DX Highwater, 23 Stoke Newington Road, Stoke Newington, Lane N16 8BJ 10 Bells, 84 Commercial Street, Spitalfields, E16LY Retorno, 442 Kings Road, Chelsea SW10, OLQ 13 Facts about gin that might just surprise you. 1. There have been many arguments about whether gin originated in Holland or England. Genever was developed in the Netherlands, but what we know is gin evolved in London. 2. Gin drinking in England rose significantly after the government allowed unlicensed gin production, and at the same time imposed a heavy duty on all imported spirits such as French brandy. 3. It was originally drunk out of a tankard as opposed to the highball or balloon glasses we enjoy our gin in today. 4. It was in the mid-17th century when William of Orange, ruler of the Dutch Republic, occupied the British throne that gin exploded in popularity. 5. In 16,951,735 thousands of gin distilleries and shops sprang up throughout England, a period known as the gin craze. During this time there was one in every street in the city, benefiting from all the spices and citrus fruits coming into London. 6. Many people enjoyed gin so much that Parliament passed 8 major acts in the 18th century that were designed to control the consumption of gin. After the Gin Act 1751, the gin craze ended and very few distilleries survived. For nearly 200 years there wasn't a single distillery in the city until 2012 when the City of London distillery opened. 7. Today, the world's biggest gin market is the Philippines, which accounts for 43% of the world gin market. 8. The word gin is a shortened form of the older English word genever, related to the French word genièvre and the Dutch word genever. All ultimately derive from juniperus, the Latin for juniper. 9. The juniper berry is actually a seed that looks like a berry. Gin must have a predominant juniper flavor that has other botanicals added such as anise, lime peel, saffron, baobab, coriander and frankincense. 10. In 2016, the Wine and Spirit Trade Association WSTA announced that British gin drinkers bought 40 meters bottles of gin and sales exceeded £1 billion for the very first time. 11. Famous gin drinkers in the UK, past and present, include Winston Churchill, Philip Larkin, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Ginger Rogers, the Queen, J.K. Rowling, Madonna and Kate Moss. 12. A high-quality gin will be spoiled without a good tonic. Today they come in lots of brilliant flavors such as basil, cucumber and hibiscus. 13. The current trend for gin is for it to be mixed in cocktails rather than simply paired with tonics. See our recipes below. Source: Johnny Neal, creator of Whitley Neal Gin Cocktails, just got a little fancy with chai tea, lapsang souchong and lemongrass. This gin wheel shows exactly which garnish to use in a gin and tonic. Beefeater Gin has come up with an array of new cocktail ideas, taking in some of the best parts of countries around the world. Rather than the standard Negroni with gin, vermouth and Campari, they've suggested adding a little oolong to the mix. And that cheeky martini with vermouth and gin now has some extra flair with a rice cake topped with mascarpone and honey. Here are 7 unusual cocktails to try. 1. The Smoky Lady, with lapsang souchong tea. Ingredients: 50 ml Beefeater 24 2 orange slices 20 ml lemon juice 10 ml lapsang souchong tea syrup. Garnish: orange twist method. Use a cocktail shaker to mix all the ingredients including orange slices with ice. Strain into a cuplet cocktail glass and garnish. 2. Ruby Tuesday, with blueberry and raspberry. Ingredients: 40 ml Beefeater dry 20 ml creme de cassis 10 ml fresh lemon juice. Tonic of preference. Garnish: lemon wheel, fresh berries and mint. Method: add the gin, cassis and lemon juice to a highball glass. Cram in as much ice as you can, then top up with tonic and garnish. Serve with a straw or stirrer to ensure the drink will be well mixed when drank. 3 Martini Kia with rice cakes. Ingredients: 40 ml beefeater dry, 10 ml Dolin de Chambéry dry vermouth. A garnish: thin rice cracker topped with mascarpone and a fine drizzle of runny honey. Extra lemon twist is optional. Method: add the gin and vermouth to a mixing glass and stir. Strain into a cold stemmed cocktail glass or cuplet and serve with lemon twist and the rice cracker on the side on either a plate or board. For the last word, with chai tea. Ingredients: 35 ml beefeater, 24 spoon of loose chai tea, 5 ml fruit cup, Plymouth fruit cup or homemade recipe, 20 ml maraschino liqueur, 20 ml fresh lemon juice, 10 ml sugar syrup. Method: get the gin and add a spoon of loose chai tea. Leave it for at least 4 hours. Filter the gin with a tea strainer into a cocktail shaker and add the other ingredients plus some ice. Strain into a couplet glass. To make the fruit cup, see the recipe on the Beefeater Gin website. 5 Mealing Negroni with oolong tea. Ingredients: 35 ml beefeater, 24 spoon of oolong tea, ideally Milan Dankong, 2.5 parts Dubonnet, 7.5 ml Aperol, 7.5 ml Campari. Garnish: red grapefruit twist. Method: add the spoon of loose oolong tea to the gin and leave to brew for an hour and a half at room temperature. Filter with a tea strainer into a mixing glass and stir with the other ingredients. Pour into a tumbler and add a single block of ice with the garnish. 6 Thai ball with lemongrass. Ingredients: 50 ml beefeater, 20 ml fresh lemon juice, 25 ml green tea, ginger, lemongrass syrup, 75 ml chilled green tea. Garnish: lemon twist, lemongrass and ginger slice. Method: pour all the ingredients except the green tea into a cocktail shaker. Shake and strain into a highball glass over ice and top up with the green tea. Add the garnish and serve. 7 The Green Goddess with herbs and cucumber. Ingredients: 25 ml beefeater gin, 45 grams fresh cucumber, 20 ml fresh lime juice, 2 large basil leaves, 15 ml sugar syrup, 100 grams crushed ice. Garnish: salt, pepper and a basil leaf. Method: add all the ingredients except the gin to a blender and blend. When finished, sieve into a glass bottle. There will be more mixer than needed for one serving. Leave in the fridge for a couple of hours and serve in a punch cup filled with chipped ice and the gin. More: there's going to be a secret gin run in London. More 11 gin deals to grab in the January sales.